What's up guys, it's John Reeves Live, and today we are continuing our BTS solo release journey chronologically, and today we are in 2023. This is actually going to be a pretty deep one, because with these we actually have two from Agust D and then one from Jhope, and this was the last song that Jhope released before enlisting in the military, and then as well these two are actually finishing up the trilogy of Agust D. I'm really excited to be in this part of our journey with their solo releases because I really feel like we're seeing a lot more of their genuine sides and like how they feel right then. I'm really looking forward to these three, and if you guys are new to my channel, please smash that sub button and let's do this together. 3, 2, 1, boom! This video just had like an aura about it when it released, man. Could just be that Suga looked awesome. How many red freaking chopsticks have been sold because of this music video? I know personally I have like 4 sets now. I freaking love the fact that that this happened. So awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That part's so wild, dude. One thing that I love about this song is the beat that has been set in the entire background of this. Like, there's a very present beat, but then also in the background with the strings that are going on, the rhythmic pattern that he's got is so catchy. As a songwriter, I feel like he has really mastered his craft. I mean, everything before this with his mixtapes have always been really good, and anything that he's worked on obviously with BTS, but here, like, you can really hear just the depth of his songwriting capability. I think his lyrics are really freaking amazing, but the music and the melodies in the background that are kind of just adding texture to the song mean so much.
석들은 자유, 개소리는 out, 표현들의 자유, 어쩌면 누군가의 조금 살고 그거한 자유일런지, 당신의 판단과 추측이 확실한 신념들이 있는지, 당신의 자유와 타인의 자유가 동일하다 믿는지, 그렇다면 주저 말고 올라타봐 금지된 것들로 부투여 해봐. 각자의 취향조차 이해들을 못하는 불행한 이 시대를 살아가는 이들을 위한 이 노래는 금지된 것을 푸는 것뿐이지. 허나 자유와 방종의 차이지만 부디 구분하길. 이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬.
His smile, man.
이 노래는 해금
I love this video.
올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금. 이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금. 쏟아지는 성원들은 상상의 자유들을 금지시킨 가동시에 사상의 통일성을 원해. 왜 내 머리 앞에 각종 오이즈는 눈을 가리고 이제는 생각에 좌우조차 범해 각종 논란들은 판단들의 혼란들을 야기시키고 또 쉴 틈 없이 생산되네. 과연을 금지시킨 건 무엇일까? 어쩌면 우리 자신 아닐까? 자본의 노예, 돈들의 노예, 중고심과 편견 혐오의 노예, 유튜브의 노예, 플렉스의 노예, 이기심과 탐욕이 미쳐나지네. 눈 감으면 편해, 모든 게 뻔해. 이득에 따라서 뻔히 갈리는 결의 시기와 질투에 다들 말해. 눈들이 먼해 서로가 서로에게 족쇄를 거는 것도 모른 채 정보의 수.
I gotta say this, man. Those lyrics that he put in that verse were so freaking good, and I think that everybody here can relate to them in some way or another. He did a really good job of like kind of pulling the curtain back on everybody. I don't think he left anyone out, because he literally went from like slave to YouTube all the way to slave to envy, which is something that I feel like everybody can address those things in themselves. I love the fact that Suga is not holding any punches with his lyrics here. And also, I've never noticed this, but look at the awkward angle that Suga's holding this gun. It's like his arm is like this or something. I don't even know, but it's very different. I love his facial expressions in this. Yeah.
또 다른 해금 이 노래는 해금 yeah. 올라타봐 지금 yeah. 복잡되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금
Yeah.
이 노래는 해금 yeah. 올라타봐 지금 yeah. 복잡되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금 yeah. 이 노래는 해금 yeah. 올라타봐 지금 yeah. 복잡되는 리듬
I freaking love this.
또한 또 다른 해금 yeah. 이 노래는 해금 yeah. 올라타봐 지금 yeah. 복잡되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금 yeah.
The color scheme in this reminds me of Dechita a lot. At least that part did. And then this freaking Joker throwback. I love that so much, man. It's like I run the streets now. I run the city. That beat, though. Don't. Dude, me and Suga use chopsticks the same freaking way. People have always been like, you use chopsticks weird. Boom, my homie uses them the same way.
또 다른 해금
Okay, so I've got to say, Higum is probably one of my favorite Agust D songs. I love the style of it. I think that as far as hype songs from him, and I think it's because just like the rebellious tone that it's got, you know, lyrically, I think it means a lot. Just beat-wise, it feels good, and that is a beautiful, beautiful, fun song to go run to. Clearly, one side of himself was taken care of in Dechita, but I believe that remanifested himself in this, like he was a police officer here, or a detective, I believe. Do you guys think that there will be another version of that, or do you feel like Amygdala closed the door completely on these things? What are y'all's thoughts on that? Either way, let's get into the next one right now. This one's kind of a heavy one, and I don't think that BTS or any solos have ever actually had a video where it's got a age verification thing on there. I don't think we've ever seen that before until this video. I was really shocked whenever I first saw this disclaimer, but then the music video itself, I know very personal to Suga. I loved this video. I cannot wait to watch it again. Let's get into it right now. Freaking swipe it! This is so cut down in this scene. It looks beautiful.
I don't know your name. I don't know your name. I don't know your name. 요즘 기분은 어때? I don't know your name, your name, your name.
Just wanted to say this really quick. His guitar playing skills, you can tell, have improved a lot. There's little things that he's doing, like hammer-on pull-offs and stuff like that in that guitar riff that he's got going on in the background. Once you know that he's starting to play guitar and he's been taking guitar lessons and stuff, it really makes sense as a songwriter, a lot of the things that he's doing in here, and it's very clean. I've heard him do some of these things live. He's got a lot of talent as a guitarist. He's good enough that I think, in my opinion, I think he could be a studio guitarist, and this could be him playing guitar here. I'm not 100% sure. It's not unusual for songwriters to get a studio session guitarist. Even if you wrote the guitar part, you might have somebody that plays it, because stuff like hammer-on and pull-offs, you can often get buzzing. You can get a lot of buzzing from the strings or hitting dead frets or something like that. But it would not surprise me if Suga actually recorded this himself. I'm not positive, but it wouldn't surprise me.
지우고픈 일들 요즘 기분은 어때 1993 내가 태어난다 엄마 심장의 수술 별의별 일이 많았지 뭐가 이리 다 살아난지
I think by him saying things were so hectic, I think he's pretty much trying to say, like, I haven't really had the time or ability to really process the things in my life that have happened. Like, for instance, starting from like the month that he was born with his mom's heart surgery. I don't think that he really, like, I don't know how you could even process that part. But as far as the rest of things, because he said there's a lot of issues, let's unbox them right now. Like, let's do this together. I think that as a songwriter, him being able to be very open with everybody and setting the precedent for this song like that, I think that's really important. I think it's really cool that he's able to do that and trust his listeners enough to be able to be so vulnerable with him. I think that's kind of why he put that one line in there. That line, like, things have been so hectic, I think it kind of stood out a little bit to me as something that, like, which one of these doesn't necessarily belong with the rest of the 4 that he had in that little bar. But the reason I think that he put that in there is just to say, like, I haven't been able to really sit down and process these things in my life. Let's do that now. I think that's essentially why he put that in there, and I like that a lot. His facial expressions in videos are perfect, man. I have a question. So the door with the light coming out of it, obviously in Western culture, and I'm not sure if this is the same in Korean culture or if this is the same across the world. I don't know exactly where it came from, but I think like in Poltergeist, kind of essentially, there's like the light door, and they're like, don't go towards the light. So it's like kind of the other side pulling you to it. And a lot of the times, at least in like Western culture, death is on the other side of that door. So what do y'all feel like? It could be freedom, it could be death. I'm not sure. Maybe they're the same in this situation. I'm not 100% sure, but what do you guys think that the open door with the light signifies here? Is there anything culturally that I might be missing?
전하지 못했던 내 사고 소식과 스케줄 중에 걸려 언제나 아버지의 가난 소식 최선의 선택들이 맞아섰길 그 또한 모두 지나가 버렸길 그래서 이 수많은 고통은 날 위한 것일까 끊임없는 시련은 날 죽이지 못하고 다시금 나는 연꽃이 피워내
I love that part. That's so beautiful. I love that part so much. Got like chills, man. This video is beautiful. So not gonna lie, that video still leaves me with a ton of questions. I know that this is considered like the Agust D Trilogy, but I'm very curious as to like, is this a definitive ending stamp on that series? Do you guys feel like there's anything out there? Like, did he leave something on the table? Do you guys feel like he'll end up talking about these type things again? I don't know if like Agust D was something that he used to kind of hide these things behind, and now that he's let them out in the open and he just doesn't need to anymore. I feel like as a creative person, I don't think that there's ever a time, and a lot of people who are even like artists will attest to this, but I don't think there's ever a time that a work of art or something like a story is really truly finished. So I don't think that if he did close the door, I don't think he locked it. But I absolutely love that video. This last one is Jhope's On the Street. This actually got a lot of my friends listening to Jhope for the first time, and I love this song for that. And I just love it by itself. I love the whistling in there. It gets stuck in my head very often, and it's just a really cool collaboration with him and J. Cole. It's good to see him being able to do that with one of his idols growing up. Let's get into that last one right now. Freaking swipe it! Guitar is so good. It's like lethargic. I think it's got a tape echo on it, maybe.
Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move, as always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, as always for us. 내도 빠른 선택걸어 anywhere, J in the air. gonna get it
Love that so much.
Even my one was made of your love in your face, but I will have 저 멀리서라도 나비가 돼. Just walk lightly whenever you want. Go on hopefully wherever you walk. 누군가의 숨이 깃들여 있는 거리 내 영혼과 영원을 담을게 everywhere. Every time I walk, every time I run, every time I move, as always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, as always for us. Every time I work.
I'm sorry, but this song is such a freaking vibe. It's so good, and I'm just spacing out, and I'm like, wait, I'm just listening to the song and feeling the song, man. So I'm so sorry that I'm not pausing it, but good God, dude. That guitar riff, like I said, it's very lethargic, but it's very drawing you in. It's just repetitive, but it kind of sets you in that tone, and then J-Hope's lyrics over it really tell the story that he's wanting you to know. Like, he's saying pretty much everything that I've done has been for you guys, and I think that's so cool that he's saying that to Army. I think that's such a beautiful song. I love this song so freaking much. But either way, if I'm spacing out, it's because he set the tone for me to do so.
Every time I run, every time I move, as always for us. Every time I look,
God, J. Cole in this is so cool, man.
every time I hope, as always for us. Yeah.
I love this.
The mighty survivor of hell. Plop down from heaven to sail. Holy water that I scoop from the well. Fought tooth and a nail just to prevail. Monster ruthless as I move through the field. Feeling worried, in a hurry like a 2-minute drill. To make a couple mil off a lucrative deal. Selling train of thought, name an artist who could derail. You never see it like a nigga hula hooping in jail. I got a friend smart as fuck, but he's stupid as hell. He swear to God ain't real, since it ain't no way to prove it itself. As if the universe ain't enough. As if the volcanoes ain't erupt. As if the birds don't chirp. As if a trillion nerves don't work in a human body. Shit, who would I be without the creator of this theater beside me to gently guide me? Some days I wonder if I need to pick a different hobby.
All right, listen, I just got to throw this one out there. J. Cole goes off on that part. That's such a good analogy that he used there. I love that part. That's probably one of my favorite lines I think that I've ever heard in a J. Cole song that I've heard since hearing that. I still love those lines so freaking much.
Deep in with this rapping, it's all a nigga know. I never did nothing better, it's hard to let it go. But like a father watching his daughter walk down the altar with tears in his eyes, you gotta let her grow. And so I shall, but first I've been holding my style. Coders around with more quotables than what the quota allows. You see a top 10 list, I see a golden corral, nigga. As the moon jumps over the cow, I contemplate if I should wait to hand over the crown and stick around for a bit longer. I got a strange type of hunger. The more I eat, the more it gets stronger. The more it gets stronger. I said the more it gets stronger. J-Hope, Cold World.
I love that.
Every time I work, Every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, it's always for us. Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look, every time I love.
He's just got so much style in just his walk, man.
It's always for us.
Ah, that video is beautiful. I love this part so much, man. Oh. I'm telling you, the ending of that with them shaking hands was like the thing that we all needed at that moment, I think. God, that was beautiful. I've said this a lot about Jhope. I love his rapping style. He might not have been a rapper before BTS, but I think him, Suga, and RM are some of my favorite rappers of all time. He's got such a unique and genuine style to himself. Like, if you hear him in a song, if I didn't know that Jhope was featured in a song and I heard him, I'd be like, that's Jhope. He's got a very unmistakable voice and style to his rapping, and I love that so much. I think it really showed itself a lot here on the street. And again, I absolutely love the music video. I think that it was just a feel-good video, and it just makes me happy to see him just like walking down the street. I don't know why, but I feel like I know that it's really hard for him to be able to just do that without like an entourage or something like that. It made me really happy just even seeing that in a music video, because like he deserves to be able to just walk down the street whistling, man. I freaking love that. Either way, I think all three of these music videos were beautiful. We're getting really close to being caught up to the solo releases that we've got so far, and I am really looking forward to see what happens next in chapter 2 for BTS. Either way, I hope y'all are having a blessed day or night, whatever time it is you're watching this. Spread some positivity out there, be kind to each other, and if anybody needs anything at all of my socials are at John Reeves Live. Send me a message and I'll catch y'all next time. Freaking toodles!